Hello everyone, welcome back to DBW. I am Jen, and today I'm reviewing Survivor Series 2025 in San Diego. Man, I have a lot to say about this card, so let's get right into it. Let's first start off with the Women's WarGames match. Let me tell you something about this match. I thought that it had a big lack of, punch in the early start. I think the match was better after it was presented better after Becky and AJ were involved in it last minute, because I was not really feeling it until I saw their last final two to join their teams. Glad Last Legend got called up. I've been saying we need to get some of these NXT women up here for a while now, because the roster is running out of relevant talent very quickly. But for me, Lash was just fine. She's never been in a WarGames match. She's fresh off of NXT. So they didn't give her much to do. That was very unfortunate. The standouts for me, of course, were Io, Kairi, and Asuka. They were and even Charlotte to a degree. They were the most standout performers in this match. I think that two big women on the heel side made the presentation harder. They had to really make up for it with their athleticism and neutrality in the ring that Nia and Lash didn't have or weren't able to bring to this match. Becky Lynch, she's going to do what she does, and she got beat up like she deserves, so everything went fine on that front. But I think the addition of AJ Lee was a bit unnecessary. I mean, it was good to see her join the match, but AJ wasn't actually capable of doing much in the ring for this kind of match. I didn't see her do any spots. I didn't see her do anything like that, at least nothing to my knowledge that I can remember. I believe that AJ's inclusion was more for the reaction, more so than it was for the match itself. So I'm going to end up rating this match a good B, maybe B+. And I want to give this match a fair shake because it was good. It just didn't lack a lot of spots. And Elle had made the argument to me earlier that the Io Sky spot with the trash can was sort of necessary or needed to make this match over the top rather than extend an already great match. And I kind of agree with them there. This is not as good as the last other WarGame matches. I would have rated those an A at the time, but this one, these are just a B, maybe a 8.4 B, or just a straight B. Well, guys, thank you for that one. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, we had the match between John Cena and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Okay, first off, this was probably my favorite match on the whole card. It's probably my favorite and highest rated match. The tail end of Cena's tour has been so good that the first half really makes me feel like I was losing something, because this was really good, and it had nothing to do with spots. It had nothing to do with pure wrestling ability. Cena's never had that. He's an entertainer. I think WWE needs to become entertaining at least the new stars need to become entertaining. Dominic Mysterio understands entertainment. Yeah, he's always cheating. Every match he cheats all the time, but it's to be expected, right? That's what he's supposed to do. He's a lying, cheating, stealing guy like Eddie, right? So I think for John's sake, for John Cena, we actually got to see both of them clashing with that entertainment factor, because he had the Judgment Day come in, the women came in to help him, then the guys came in to help him, and then the returning Liv Morgan, who mirrored John Cena by hitting Dominic Mysterio as if they were going to break up or whatever. She jumped up on him. Then she had the zoom in like he had at the Royal Rumble, and then kicked him in the balls. And then Dominic was able to get the 619, the Frog Splash, and then the ref came back in after ref bump 1, 2, 3. I mean, I liked that Dom did what he did, and we got to see Liv return. But a couple things. One, Judgment Day got to break up. It's got to break Judgment Day up. It's been too long. If we're not having any more plans, it's been too long. Let's just break them up. There's no need at all to have the Judgment Day still be this relevant in 2025. And secondly, I would very much like us to move, well, I guess you could say past the cheating victories. I get it's what he's supposed to do. It's his character, but maybe less often. Just like every match he has to defend the title or even get a title, he's always cheating. And it's interesting, sure, but dial it back. I think WWE is losing the fact that they can dial things back. But overall, I really like this match. Yeah, besides the criticisms, this is probably my favorite match of the show, and I'm going to rate it pretty highly as well. I'm going to probably give it a 9. So an A is what it's going to get from me. I believe that if it went more, I know John can do as much in the ring as he used to, but if it went a little bit more in Cena's direction a bit too, with interruptions, we probably got a little bit more out of that. But everyone just came in and helped Dom. Cena didn't prepare at all, and then he lost the title back. I thought they could have kept the title until the last House Now tournament and crowned new IC champion at the end of that to make retiring John Cena a little bit more meaningful. But nope, they just gave it back to Dom. Weird decision for me, but not a bad match. Next, we had the women's world title match between challenger Nikki Bella and champion Stephanie Vacour. Man, I really believe that Stephanie can be a great champion. I think she has the charisma. She has the look. She has that aura of a champion. She can do some great things, but it's her competition. Nikki Bella has lost several steps. She does not have the same, even like I said with John Cena, range of motion. She doesn't have the same range of motion. She doesn't have the reaction time. Whenever she does a move, there's like a pregnant pause before she's able to proceed. So this match had a very distinct lack of flow from move to spot to move. It was always hit, stop, slam, stop, dive, stop, corner spot, stop, dive spot, stop. It felt like it was a very start-stop match. Nikki has lost several steps, and this is just a fair criticism because I'm not trying to be rude at all. It happens with age, and I'm not even saying that she's all that old. I'm just saying that Nikki has to get conditioned at least enough to keep a flow going. And if she could do that, she'd be much better because I never mind the Bella Twins. I mean, they're never my favorites, but I never disliked the Bella Twins. No one never disliked the Bella Twins. I just think that nowadays we have a very big, I guess you could say, issue with their conditioning, and as age begins to become more of a factor, we see it, getting in the way a lot more than not. I was expecting a little bit more as well. I thought maybe Brie Bella would return here. That would have been cool. We actually got the Bella Twins reunited, but that did not happen. We just got Stephanie. I believe she just beat Nikki, and that was it. And again, it was so very stop that I can only give it that ranking because Stephanie was such a great performer. So I'm going to give it a 7.5, which is a solid C. It was not terrible. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. I think that we need some competition on the main roster for the women, for sure. There's plenty of people in NXT that you can call up if you need bodies to throw at the wall. But last time we tried that, you released a bunch of guys. So maybe let's not do that. Maybe we need to really step back and evaluate our women's roster because it's about that time. Move on. Now, let's move on to the men's WarGames match. This match, I believe, was better than the women's match for sure. It's definitely better spots. It's much more engaging. I think that's solely due to Brock Lesnar's inclusion. I mean, he's a beast, right? So it's like everything he touches, it turns into absolute destruction. So I always love to see that. Then my primary concern was that we were not going to get much of a build, and I don't believe we did get much of a build, but I think the overall stuff that went on the match really made up for it. So Logan Paul, was a good inclusion. Drew McIntyre is always good inclusion. Brock Lesnar is a great inclusion. It really made the division feel more like a strong unit. I mean, no, they're not going to be after this. I just was just the same for this match, but I feel like these five guys here, they need to get out of WarGames. They're in WarGames every year. We had the same teams in the WarGames. I mean, we had the SmackDown Elimination Tag match, which was fresh, because I think it's time to do away with the WarGames and just go back to classic traditional SmackDown matches. Make WarGames more of a every other year kind of thing, because we're getting the same exact matches with the same exact people, except now Jey Uso is just more annoying. So it's like that's already a problem. Like, he ran his entrance back inside War Games, bro. This is getting old. It's getting old. It's been old. Now it's just getting ridiculous, bro. It's making everybody angry. He doesn't even care. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it. No one likes that. No one likes it. The dislikes speak for themselves. But again, I'm rating the match. That just threw me all the way out of the match. That threw me out of it completely. I was like, oh my god, bro, why are you doing this? Can we please, like, how bad should I suspend my disbelief that everyone, all 9 guys are gonna lay on the floor so you can do your stupid dance, bro? Come on, this is ridiculous. Also, Roman Reigns. I mean, he's great, right? CM Punk, great. Cody Rhodes, great. I think Jimmy was a strange inclusion. Not that he didn't need to be here. I just thought that maybe we could use anyone. Maybe even Ilya could have been involved in this instead of Jimmy. I know he didn't have much reason to help Cody or CM Punk or any of that stuff. I know Jimmy has more of a reason, but Ilya Dragunov or even LA Knight, who's been beefing with Division for a year, seemed to get involved in this tournament to kind of just snubbed out of it. I mean, if he's not going to be the one that wins, they could just put Jimmy in the tournament, LA Knight in this match. I mean, that's what I think. At least that might have been a good inclusion because it'll be his first time in War Games. So Jimmy's done it a couple times already, so it's, he just kind of felt like he was just thrown in there just to be in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if people are against LA Knight up there. I don't even know, but LA Knight seems to believe that they are, and so does the fan base. So we need to figure that out. That problem immediately. But yeah, man, this match is really good. It was really good. I love the stuff that they had outside the ring before they even got in, and I love the stuff that happened in the ring. Predominantly Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, predominantly those guys. I mean, Cody Cutter's off of the cage and all that stuff is always cool to see, man. So it's like, I just really, really like the presentation. I think these guys are doing good. I think these guys here just really need to stop being in War Games. Cody could be defending his title. We got both world champions in War Games. We could have had at least another world title match because the world title match we did get between Stephanie and Nikki was not great. Yeah, Hope 2025 is a learning experience more than anything else, that they are very disconnected from what the fan base wants, and we see the improvements in this next year. But guys, that's my review for War Games. This match, of course, is getting an A, but this is my review for War Games, and I'm so glad you guys stopped by to watch it with me. Let me know what you think down in the comments about what your favorite matches, what your favorite spots were, and everything. I'd love to hear from you. It would be a great time, just all around. So I look forward to that, and I will see you guys next time. I am Jen. I am DB Dub. Woo. Bye-bye.